Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 best places to live in Louisiana. The southern U.S. state of Louisiana shares land borders with Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi, and also has a long stretch of coastline along the Gulf of Mexico. The 31st largest, or 19th smallest, state, you'll find no counties here in Louisiana. Instead, the state is the only place in the country to divide its areas into parishes. That's not the only thing Louisiana does differently, the legal system is unlike in other states too. Famous for lively and colorful Mardi Gras celebrations that are full of soul, jazz music, distinctive foods and flavors, and for its many festivals all throughout the year, Louisiana is also home to the world's longest water-spanning bridge and the USA's tallest state capitol. Unfortunately, the weather in Louisiana is unpredictable, to say the least. Plan to experience all 4 seasons in just a few days. Temperatures can vary wildly, and while one day may be perfect beach weather, the following day could be wet and windy or shiver-inducing cold. The laid-back lifestyle and rich diversity of the state make the Bayou State a great place to live. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 best places to live in Louisiana. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 best places to live in Louisiana. Number 10. Lake Terrace. This list is complete with mentioning Lake Terrace and Oaks. Technically, this is a neighborhood located within the city limits of New Orleans itself. Since so many people who relocate to Louisiana want to live close to the city, it made our list. As a small fraction of the city of New Orleans, Lake Terrace and Oaks is home to just a few thousand people. Still, the neighborhood living makes it a desirable spot. While New Orleans has higher crime rates overall, Lake Terrace and Oaks is the safest neighborhood. Crime here is 16% lower than the state's average. Since this is considered one of the city's wealthiest areas, housing is also more expensive. The median home here costs well into the $400,000 range. This strip of land is considered part of the larger neighborhood called the Lakefront, so you know it will provide the lifestyle that waterfront lovers will enjoy. Number 9. Prairieville. Prairieville is named as one might expect. It's because the community stands on a sprawling region of beautiful prairies that once dominated the landscape and were visible from the major highways. Eventually, people migrated out of Baton Rouge into the area and developed it into a flourishing community. Today, Prairieville has 32,901 people and is growing. Prairieville is attractive to Baton Rouge residents who want to get away from the congestion and crime of the city. It has good schools, a small-town atmosphere, and a crime rate 37% lower than the Louisiana average. Compared to Baton Rouge, where crime is much more prevalent, it's no wonder this community has been growing in the last few years. Prairieville's median income is over $93,000, and the median home is valued at $262,100. In addition to the quality of life and cost of living, Prairieville is also attractive because of its residential architecture. There are types of homes here that will suit all tastes and needs. It has an authentic suburban feel while remaining close enough to Baton Rouge to provide excitement and squash boredom. Number 8. Lafayette. A cultural hotspot, southern Louisiana's Lafayette is a real gem of a city. Nicknamed the Hub City, the population stands at around 125,000. It's the state's 4th biggest city. The city's long and diverse history has helped to shape its present. The heart of the nation's Cajun and Creole cultures, life in Lafayette is often vibrant, colorful, and extremely tasty. With a packed calendar of events covering varying themes, a wicked night scene, top-notch restaurants, and amenities galore, Lafayette life is full of flavor. Youngsters are unsurprisingly attracted to the city. Almost 1/3 of Lafayette's residents are young adults below the age of 34. There's almost a 50-50 split between renters and owners. Median rents are an affordable $800 a month, and home prices, at $173,900, are also below the country's average. Unemployment figures are low, at just 4.7%. Flip that, and you have a large city where more than 95% of the population is employed. That's impressive. Throw in the facts that Lafayette has short commute times, good air quality, and enviable weather, and it's easy to see the appeal. Number 7. Destrehan. diverse, safe, and within a 30-minute ride of cool city features like restaurants, malls, bars, and museums, Destrehan is the only place in St. Charles Parish to make our list. That's not to diss the rest of the parish, but rather to show that Destrehan shines. Destrehan's median monthly rents are $982, which is $55 higher than the national average. The average household income is, however, around $13,000 more per year, $67,099 in Destrehan, versus $53,889 nationally. Statistically, Destrehan is also one of the state's safest areas. It is in the top 20 places statewide with the lowest crime rates. That should help you sleep quite soundly at night. The biggest plus point for Destrehan is, though, related to education. Parents, take note. Of all cities and towns in Louisiana, Destrehan spends the most, per student, on learning and development. If you're looking for nightlife on your doorstep, Destrehan isn't for you. If, on the other hand, good housing, education, and work opportunities are important to you, Destrehan could be ideal. Number 6. Preen. Preen is a small town that's seeing rapid growth. It's probably not going to hang on to that small town vibe for too much longer. Preen is located in Calcasieu County, and natural attractions in the locale include Preen Lake and Lake Charles. Looking at the town's demographics, there's a good balance between families, couples, and solos, and young and old. The town is often an all-round high ranker, including being one of the best places in the state to buy a home and one of the top places to raise a family. Crime isn't a big problem in town, with just 1,823 crimes per capita. Commuters can relish the short journeying times and spend more time doing the things that they love. A typical Preen person spends just 22 minutes a day commuting. Another huge plus point for Preen is the combination of a low cost of living and high median incomes. Having that extra cash in your pocket will sure come in handy with the extra time saved in traveling to and from work. Number 5. Metairie. Sandwiched between New Orleans and Lake Pontchartrain, Jefferson Parish's Metairie has a farming heritage. You're more likely to find parks than pastures today, though. The greenery helps to break up the apartment blocks and other tall buildings. Metairie has a sporty vibe. The New Orleans Baby Cakes baseball team is based in the area, and the NFL team of New Orleans Saints train in Metairie. There are many sports facilities, such as basketball courts, football pitches, and baseball grounds, to keep you feeling fit and healthy. No problem, though, if being a spectator is more up your street. The huge amount of amenities in Metairie total more than 7,200. There are certainly many ways to keep yourself entertained and occupied. The area has more ethnic and racial diversity than many other parts of the state. The crime rate is lower than the state average by an impressive 47%. Home prices are fairly high, at $210,900 median. Number 4. Mandeville. Part of the greater New Orleans metropolitan area, Mandeville sits on the shores of Lake Pontchartrain in the parish of St. Tammany. One of its major claims to fame is having the world's longest continuous bridge that crosses over water. Sure, that alone might not be reason enough to move to the city, but will give you plenty of other compelling reasons to add Mandeville to your list of potentials. The population is a little over 12,100. Low rates of crime, high graduation rates, pleasant weather, and good household income levels combine to keep locals smiling. Even the higher-than-average living costs can't bring out a frown. You won't have to look far to find a decent selection of restaurants and shops, and you can work off all the delicious local food in one of the fitness centers. Plus, the vibrant city of New Orleans is within close proximity. Number 3. Youngsville. The small city of Youngsville can be found in Lafayette Parish. The population of 10,109 enjoys a suburban vibe coupled with the facilities and amenities of city life. It's the best of both worlds. The average age of the local population is 32, making it neither old nor young, despite the city's youthful name. Nightlife may be somewhat lacking when compared to other cities around the state. But the opportunities for a happy family life attract a generally more settled crowd. 85% of Youngsville's residents are property owners, and the median cost of home ownership is $220,900. It's considered a great place to buy a property, and household incomes are above the national averages, $97,043 compared to $53,889. Locals are warm, welcoming, and friendly, and people take pride in keeping the city looking clean and tidy. Number 2. Baton Rouge. The state capital and second largest city of Louisiana, Baton Rouge's diverse neighborhoods typically score highly on the livability scale. The city is a major center for the medical, industrial, shipping, research, and petrochemical industries, and the technology industry is flourishing and seeing rapid growth. If you work in one of these areas, you won't have a busy commute to work each day living in Baton Rouge. Of course, there are many other job opportunities as well. The economy is booming in Baton Rouge. Not only has the city been placed in the top 10 destinations around the U.S. to start a new business, but it has also been named as one of the top 10 places overall for young adults. Not to blow its own trumpet too loudly, Baton Rouge has also been listed as one of North America's top 20 cities when it comes to economic strength. Pretty impressive. Entrepreneurs, investors, and young professionals should definitely keep their eyes on Baton Rouge. Life's not just about work, though, and Baton Rouge strikes a good balance between work, rest, and play. Breaking the city down further, Oak Hills Place, Village of St. George, and Prairieville are some of the best neighborhoods and suburbs for day-to-day life. If public schools are an important factor for you, though, Zachary might be a better option. Number 1. New Orleans. The largest city in Louisiana, New Orleans comes in at top place for its staggering variety of amenities, activities, opportunities, and for letting people live right in the heart of the action. With a population of 391,495, there are lots of friends to be made too. As with any big city, of course there are some neighborhoods that are more desirable than others. Some of the city's best areas to live include Marleyville-Fontainebleau, where the median rent of $1,154 may be higher than the state average of $1,062, but educational standards are high and family life is easy. The affordable Lake Terrace in Oaks, where rental averages are just $544 per month, and Audubon with its good safety record and educational facilities. The neighborhoods of Lakeview and Lakeshore Lake Vista offer outdoor recreational pursuits at your fingertips. New Orleans is perfect for people who love big city living and all the hustle and bustle of a fast-paced life. There's definitely no time to feel bored. If a suburban lifestyle is more up your street, however, you may prefer to live elsewhere in Louisiana. So, which is your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Louisiana? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Louisiana in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.